Hi everyone, this is Dr. Shankar Durgam and Mohan Khond from College of Engineering Pune, India, presenting full paper number TFEC 2020-32394 titled Conjugate Heat Transfer Enhancement Using Optimal Placement of Heated Modules Under Forced Convection in 5th and 6th Thermal and Fluid Engineering Virtual Conference 2021. It is an experimental and numerical study. The outline of work I am presenting here: introduction, objectives, experimentation and measurements, modeling and simulations, results and discussions, conclusions and references. The introduction. The question does arise: why is forced convection air cooling? For very high heat fluxes, water nanofluids based liquid cooling usually preferred, but are complex in design due to microchannels. Therefore, forced air convection cooling of IC chips is studied for different air velocities, heat fluxes and substrate materials like single and multi-layer copper clad, and also sizes of IC chips and its placement on substrate in optimal configuration is crucial for heat transfer enhancement under forced convection air cooling. And why the thermal management of printed circuit board? The first thing is heat flux density on chip level due to miniaturization of electronic component become challenging in recent times, and maintaining temperatures below 100 degrees Celsius on printed circuit boards for safety, reliable performance and its improved life of equipment is necessary. The objectives of this work: to find optimal placement of 15 rectangular discrete aluminum heated modules of unequal sizes for heat transfer enhancement, to study the effects of substrate thermal conductivity on fluid flow and heat transfer characteristics, and the strategies applied to achieve these objectives are optimal configuration found from heuristic approach numerically using commercial simulation software COMSOL Multiphysics. And forced convection air cooling experiments are conducted for optimal configuration to find temperatures of each heat source for different flow velocities from ranging from 0.6 to 1.4 meter per second, heat fluxes of 1000, 2000 and 2500 watt per meter square, and substrate materials are single and multi-layer copper clad boards. Experimentation. It is a experimental setup. It is a vertical channel experimental setup. The experimental setup is fabricated in-house. It consists of blow air, variable transformer, DC power supply and diffuser on right hand side, and anemometer, data logger and desktop PC on left hand side, as can be seen in experimental setup. The test section of vertical channel is rectangular duct of size 250 by 1000 by 1125 mm. The experiments are performed for 6 configurations found from simulations. The aluminum heat sources arranged on single and multi-layer copper clad boards and fitted to the vertical channel by providing the cork board at the back of the substrate board to prevent the heat transfer. The heat sources are connected with K-type thermocouples and connected to data logger and desktop PC that measures the temperature is when the steady state condition is reached. The heat sources are connected with nichrome wire to the DC power supply and given required voltage and current to maintain the heat flux values of 1000, 2000 and 2500 watt per meter square respectively. The blower is started to blow air at required velocities measured by anemometer. All the experiments for different velocities, heat flux values and Substrate boards are simulated using COMSOL multiphysics software. Modeling and simulation. In modeling and simulation, the computational domain and configuration are shown in figure A and B respectively, and the arrangement of 15 discrete heat sources in a particular configuration on substrate board. The inlet and outlet velocities are as shown in figure. The boundary conditions for force convection at the entry of air at x is equals to 0, T equals to T1, that is ambient temperature, and velocity is u equals to 0.6 to 1.4 meter per second, and at x is equals to L, that is at the exit, P is equals to P1, that is the atmospheric or ambient pressure. The software solves the famous Navier-Stokes equations of continuity, XYZ momentum equations, and energy equations for solids. A typical mesh used for solids, that is heat sources and substrates, is a software generated free tetrahedral extremely fine mesh used for all simulations. Now the results and discussion. The simulation results are temperatures for single and multi-layer copper clad board are shown here. Figure A shows the temperature plot for single layer copper clad board, and figure B shows the temperature plot for multi-layer copper clad board for the arrangement of heat sources in an optimal configuration, that is configuration number 145 found from the simulations. For velocity of 1.4 and Q is equals to our heat flux value of 2000 watt per meter square. It is found from the results that the for the same input velocity and heat flux, the temperature of single layer copper clad board is 52.3 degrees Celsius, and that for multi-layer copper clad board is 48.8 degrees Celsius. The maximum temperature obtained at the heat source place in top row extreme left of size 42 by 15 by 5 mm. Also the temperature in bottom row is minimum. In the middle row it is little higher than the bottom row, or the moderate, and in the top row it is highest. The highest temperature obtained at the heat source placed at the extreme left, and that is 52.3 in case of single layer copper clad board, and 48.8 for multi-layer copper clad board at the same heat source. Velocity plots for single and multi-layer copper clad boards are shown in figure A and B respectively. For the 1.4 meter per second inlet velocity and heat flux of 1000 watt per meter square. The exit velocities of single and multi-layer copper clad board are 2.1 and 2.11 meter per second respectively. It follows the same trend like temperatures. The velocity in the bottom row at the inlet is 1.4 meter per second at entry. At the middle row it is little higher than 1.4, and in the top row the highest velocity occurs 2.1 meter per second near the heat source placed at extreme left corner of top row, where the highest temperature was occurred. The temperature contour plots for single and multi-layer copper clad boards are shown in figure A and B respectively in this slide. The maximum temperature in case of single layer copper clad board is 51.9 degrees Celsius, and that for multi-layer copper clad board is 48.6 degrees Celsius. It is an indication that higher thermal conductivity substrate gives the minimum temperature. The temperature contour plots show the same trend in terms of temperature at bottom, middle and top row. Comparison of excess temperature and heat transfer coefficient plots for single and multi-layer copper clad boards are shown in this slide. Plot A shows the comparison of experimental and numerical values of excess temperature on each heat source. It is found that the maximum value of excess temperature occurs at heat source number 11 in the top row, and the minimum value occurs in the heat source number 1 in the top row. Plot B show the comparison of experimental and numerical values of heat transfer coefficient at each heat source, and it is found that the heat transfer coefficient is maximum at heat source number 1 at the bottom row and minimum at the heat source number 11 at the top row. The experimental and numerical values are in good agreement for both the cases. Now the conclusions. The conclusions of the study, from the different configurations considered in the study, it is found that configuration 145 shows minimum temperature for both the substrate board materials, that is single and multi-layer copper clad board, hence it is optimal configuration. For the same heat input and inlet velocity values, multi-layer copper clad board gives lower maximum temperature, hence multi-layer copper clad board is preferred candidate as a substrate board for higher rate of heat dissipation. From the experimental and numerical studies, it is found that the temperature values are in good agreement. The maximum temperature for all inlet velocities and heat flux values as well below the permissible values of electronic cooling. Now the references used in these studies, and thank you.